We now discuss the solution of a problem from the section Differential Calculus, and the problem is related to the limit of a given function. And this question has appeared in the Joint Entrance Examination Main held on 29th June 2022 in the Shift 2. The given question is the value of limit x tends to 1 of the quotient. The numerator is x square minus 1 in brackets multiplied by sine square pi x by the denominator x to the power of 4 minus 2x cube plus 2x minus 1 is equal to. We are given 4 options. Option A, pi square by 6. Option B, pi square by 3. Option C, pi square by 2. Option D, pi square. Required to find the value of the limit x tends to 1 of this function. We now discuss the solution of the problem in detail. We first find the factorization of the denominator of this function. And it is, let us say this as fx. Fx is equal to x to the power of 4 minus 2x cube plus 2x minus 1. It is a polynomial of degree 4. How to factorize? We observe that the sum of the coefficients, that is 1 minus 2 plus 2 minus 1 is equal to 0. Then it suggests that x is equal to 1 satisfies this equation. Notice that f of 1, x is equal to 1 satisfies this function. So f of 1 is equal to 0. That means x minus 1 is a factor of x, factor of f of x. So when it is a factor, you divide this fx by x minus 1. You can use, your ordinary division method, or you can use the synthetic method also, synthetic division also. So if you do it, then f of x will be equal to x minus 1 is a factor. Make a synthetic division or otherwise, then you will get x cube minus multiplied by x cube minus x square minus x plus 1. Now we factorize this cubic polynomial. So this will be equal to x minus 1 into, from the first two terms take x square common, x square into x minus 1, and the third and fourth you take minus 1 common, x minus 1 in brackets. So you will get x minus 1 into another x minus 1 is a factor, then it is multiplied by x square minus 1. X square minus 1 is equal to x plus 1 into x minus 1. So thus you get x plus 1 into x minus 1 whole cube. So that is the factorization of fx, which we will use while finding the limit x tends to 1 of this function. We do it in the next slide. So that's the factorization. So we go to the next slide. So that is we want to find the value of this value of the limit of this function, and this is equal to limit x tends to 1 of the numerator x plus 1 into x minus 1 into sine square pi x by the denominator. This is the polynomial of degree 4, and whose factorization we have already done in the first slide, and that is x plus 1 into x minus 1 whole cube. Now we cancel x plus 1 on both sides, on the numerator and denominator. So limit x tends to 1 of numerator will be x minus 1 into sine square pi x by x minus 1 whole cube. Yeah, we have written like this, and this we will write it as limit x tends to 1 of x minus 1 by x minus 1 multiplied by limit sine square pi x by x minus 1 whole square. Right, we have done like that. and this is 0 by 0 form as x tends to 1. As x tends to 1, this is sine square pi x. Sine pi x is 0 by 0 and it is again a 0 by 0 form. So use L'Hopital's rule. Limit x tends to 1. If you use L'Hopital's rule, the derivative of the numerator is 1 by the derivative of the denominator is also 1. So this will be 1 only. This will be 1 only. And so this will be equal to, this is 1, limit x tends to 1, and derivative of the numerator, that is 2 sine pi x. Sine pi x with respect to pi x is cos pi x, and pi x with respect to x is pi, by derivative of the denominator, that is 2 into x minus 1 by L'Hopital's rule. Agreed? Agreed. Now 2 cancels and pi will come out as a constant. Limit x tends to 1 of sine pi x by x minus 1 into limit x tends to 1 of cos pi x. So the limit of the product is equal to product of the limits we have applied. And now cos pi, limit x tends to 1 of cos pi x is cos pi only. Just you substitute, because cos pi x is a continuous function. And whereas here it is as x tends to 1, sine pi will be 0 by, as x tends to 1, x minus 1 is 0, 0 by 0 form. So we use L'Hopital's rule for that, and for this we evaluate, and that will be cos pi, that is minus 1. So that will be minus 1 into pi into limit x tends to 1. We use we write this one. This we recognize as 0 by 0 form. We apply L'Hopital's rule, minus 1 into pi into limit x tends to 1 of the derivative of the numerator is pi cos pi x, right, by 1, and by L'Hopital's rule. So that will be minus 1 into pi, limit x tends to 1 of pi into cos pi. Cos pi is minus 1 again. So it is minus 1. So minus 1 into pi into cos pi, that is minus 1. And this is pi square. This is pi square. So the limit x tends to 1 of the given function is pi square. Let's look at our options. Our answer pi square appears against option D. Therefore, the answer to this question is option D. That is the detailed discussion of the solution of the given problem, which is related to the limit, to find the limit of a given function as x tends to 1. And it is definitely a very easy question. I am sure that you have understood the solution of this problem, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.